take one, we're going to do a full run through. All cameras should be sunk on this.
It's like an unexecuted sentence of death. My name is Alice Marie Johnson. I'm a 62-year-old mother, grandmother, and great-grandmother. In less than 2 weeks, this October 31st, will mark my 21st year of confinement in a federal prison. One of my family members told me one time, and I'll never forget that, they told me they're coming to visit me in prison. It's like it's a great sight. They said they could see the place where my body lay, but they could never take me home again. After my jury trial, I was sentenced to life in prison. Life offered me no opportunity for parole, because there is no parole in the federal prison. I had been in management for 10 years. When I lost my job, I struggled financially. I couldn't find a job fast enough to take care of my family. I felt like a failure. I went through a complete panic. And out of desperation, I made one of the worst decisions of my life to make some quick money. I became involved in a drug conspiracy. I missed the birth of grandchildren, being able to be in their lives. I just had a great grandson. I missed that. Both of my parents had passed away. I was not able to be by either of their sides in their final days. That's an ache that I have that never goes away. I am not a securist of society. One of the things I'm most proud of, I write plays. And the plays that I write have been viewed by literally thousands of women. It is so exciting to find talent in women that they never knew they had. To recognize it and develop it and to show them that you can do this. So I'm very proud of being able to mentor other women and to help them do their time too. When the criteria came out for clemency, I thought for sure, in fact I was certain that I met and exceeded all of the criteria. I had 100% clear conduct for the entire time of my entire time in prison, no disciplinary infractions. I'm a true first-time nonviolent offender. Even the prison staff wrote letters about my accomplishments in prison. I had letters from members of Congress, the outside public. Oh my goodness, I had so much support. I was denied again with no explanation given. So it leaves me wondering what more I could have done. The real Miss Alice is a woman who has made a mistake. If I could go back in time and change the choices that I made and make different choices, I would, but I can't. But what I have done is I have not allowed my past to be the sum of who I am. Please wake up, America, and help end this injustice. It's time to stop over-incarcerating your own citizens, because that is what is going on.
Memphis, along with her daughter, Katina Scales. Good morning to both of you. I know this was your first night home in 21 years. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. I woke up without a bunk bed over my head. That was great.
That's right. And Katina, what is it like having your mother home?
Oh, the excitement and the happiness, and knowing that she's sitting right here next to me and there's no guards anywhere. That's wonderful.
Alice, you noticed that there was no bunk bed over you. What else have you noticed since you've been out?
The city has changed a lot. I kept asking, where am I? There's so many new buildings, and I've noticed people on the phone a lot.
Alice, what's your plan? The first day of freedom. We know you're doing some television, of course. But what are you going to do with your time? What are you going to do with your family?
We are just connecting. Last night we had such a huge reunion, and today is phase 2. Family and friends today.
Tell us what it was like to get that phone call from Kim Kardashian West that let you know that you'd be getting out.
It was the most incredible day of my life, the most incredible, amazing, overwhelming moment of my life. When Kim told me that I could go home, I started screaming and jumping up, and I know people that were looking in the window probably thought I was having some kind of fit.
And what do you want to say to her?
I want to tell my war angel that I thank you for never giving up, that you did it. You never gave up on me. You fought, and you fought until I was free. And that was one thing that she told me, is that she would not give up on me. And I just like to thank her and hug her.
Alice, in the video that first caught Kim Kardashian West's attention, you said, the real Miss Alice is a woman who has made a mistake. Tell us how you came to that conclusion and how you turned your life around when you were in prison.
For me, I know that this is something that I can't even imagine that I did what I did in the beginning. But I turned my life all the way around in prison and decided that I am not going to just do time or let time do me. I'm going to make the most of this opportunity, and I'm going to be of service to others, because really that's what life is about. Life is more than just living for yourself, and it was a big wake-up call for me to just be around the women that I was around. My perception of prison was totally different.
And Alice, if you had a chance to talk to the president, what would you tell him?
I would tell President Trump, thank you so much, that I am going to be that one that is going to make you so proud. And I hope that my life will encourage him to do this for others too.
Well, I know that there are more than 2,000 nonviolent drug offenders that are still serving life sentences. Are you going to spend part of your life outside jail trying to help them?
I have to. Yes, I have that. I feel that I have that responsibility to them to also reach back and help them.
Well, Alice Johnson and Katina Scales, we thank you so much for joining us this morning. We wish you the best.
Thank you for having us on.
It's remarkable to think about what she did in prison, because she was a minister to so many other women there. And because of her good behavior, the warden allowed her to do these video conferences, which is how she sort of became somewhat of a celebrity in certain communities that allowed her to get in front of President Trump.
She's a playwright. I'm sure she will be continuing to pen some dramas as she is out.
The power of redemption.
Indeed.
Before we get into the video, I just wanted to tell you all that if you have anything positive that you want to share with me that's going on in the Black community, Hispanic community, or whatever community that you feel that we're not getting enough media attention, share it with me. Email it to me at walterhampton2@gmail.com. That's walterhampton, the number 2, @gmail.com. WALTERHAMPTON, the number 2, @gmail.com. Send me those positive stories, links, news articles, whatever. Send it to. If you email it to me, I'm gonna start uploading and stuff. Because some people accuse me of not posting anything positive going on in the Black community, and not really fair, because sometimes, if I can find stuff, I will share it. But I want to start sharing it, creating videos a couple times a week where I share these positive news stories that are not being seen in our local news media. Because you might be in Los Angeles, I'm in Atlanta, I don't know what's going on in LA. There might be something wonderful going on out there. Give me the link, share it with me. Hopefully there's a video and I can upload it to my YouTube channel and share it with you all. So here, again, I've already did the video, but now you're going to watch the video. Check out the video about Alice, Ms. Johnson, who's just been released. I'm out of here. That video is coming up right now. Good afternoon, Facebook family and friends. Today it is Saturday. It is June 9th, the year is 2018. And first off, I want to say welcome home, Ms. Johnson, Alice Marie Johnson. I think it's wonderful and a tragedy that she spent 21 years behind crime for a first-time offense on a nonviolent charge. It makes no sense. Alice Marie Johnson, she is a 63-year-old great-grandmother whose life sentence for a drug conviction was commuted by President Donald Trump. So if you saw the video, she's home now. She should never have been in prison for 21 years for a nonviolent offense. If you're a black American or a minority American and you don't understand that the prison system is only used to hurt or harm us, you don't understand this country and the reason why the prison system is there. The prison system is filled with prisoners who probably shouldn't be there, especially for nonviolent charges. Violent charges, they probably need to be there because they probably crazy as hell. But nonviolent charges, I don't see why the federal government, what the federal government could gain by keeping a woman who, if she did 21, she's 63, she was in her 40s when she went to prison. What would they gain by what harm? Who are they protecting? Nobody. And that's not the goal of the prison system. The prison system is just to pack bodies in there and somebody make money off them, kind of like slavery. Just a different name. I've always felt the prison system I was a first-time offender, non-violent charge, and they sent me to prison. And it opened my eyes up to walk in there and see and meet so many black men who were in there. Some would never get out. And I was only 18. I was 19. No, I was 20 years of age. 20? Yeah, I had to be 21 years of age. When I was 20 years of age. First time offender, never been in trouble with the law, and they decided to... So I know how the prison system is used to... It's just a modern day form of slavery. So I'm glad Ms. Johnson is home. It's a shame President Barack Obama did not commute her sentence. And it's also said that you still have over 2,000 people in prison serving life sentences for nonviolent charges. I don't know the extent of what all those people are charged with. But it makes you wonder, 2,000 people in prison serving life never will get out, and for a nonviolent charge after them, what did they do? But if they're anything like this 63-year-old grandmother, they were just involved in something that should have been a light sentence. Now, she did take a jury trial. That probably was not a good idea for her. She was found guilty in connection to, after going to a jury trial, she was found guilty in connection to a drug trafficking conspiracy, which means drugs didn't even change hands. And she would likely have died behind bars without the president's clemency. She is one of thousands of Americans serving life sentences for non-violent offenses. The vast majority of whom are there on drug crimes, conspiracy, meth. She later told MSNBC Thursday that she did not disagree with her conviction, only the length of her sentence. I believe I deserve some time, I really do, but I also believe that the time should have been just and fair based on the crime. You can't tell me that a non-violent, first-time offender who's never been in trouble in their life should have given them a life sentence without parole. But this is America. This is America. This is the country that we live in. That's something I hear black folks say they don't vote. It astounds me. You don't even want to say in the judicial system that you live under. An oppressive judicial system that's not giving us a fair shake, and it never has. And you want to sit back and complain. When I hear people say they don't vote and they don't participate in elections and all that stuff, is shocking to me. People fought for years just for you to give it right up. Doesn't make any sense to me. You letting your oppressors win. And I'm glad this woman's home. It said she spent so much time behind bars for a drug offense where no drugs were even sold. Conspiracy means they just were plotting and planning to do something, which means it never took place. 21 years in prison. Welcome to America. Some white folks would never, ever, ever understand what it means like to be a black person in America. Why? Because they ain't black. And they don't understand what it means to be living in this country in a country that's done for years has held black and African Americans, black Americans down. From the judicial system, the educational system, the healthcare system. There's so many issues here, it's unreal. Don't forget, you white folks are the ones that created Niggerville for black folks. Although you washed your hands up and ran to the other side of town and pretend like you don't know it exists, you created it. Just like they created the prison system and the judicial system and the healthcare system and the education system to be oppressive against black folks. What can we do about it? You gotta find a way around it. But when you don't vote, you don't participate, you don't stand up and fight for who you are, something's wrong. Nonviolent drug offenders should not be in prison. Period. People, now that marijuana is becoming legal in various states, why are we still sentencing people to prison for marijuana? Something's wrong here, and it has been wrong here for decades. Will it ever change? Good luck. Especially if we sit back doing nothing. She said she came on to a different world. I can imagine, because I've been in Atlanta for 30 years, and sometimes I go up the street and I look around and say, when they build this mess? Like a completely different street. You don't even recognize where you are. You have to stop and say, "Where? I thought we were on West Peachtree Street." And you say, "We are on West Peachtree." I said, "Oh, the world has changed." What she say, everybody on them cell phones. That ain't a good thing. I wish people, these cell phones ain't done nothing but trouble. Two things I dislike about the world we live in today: cell phones and social media. And then social media has not worked out very well for American people. That damn Facebook is the devil with that fake mess. Every time I log on Facebook, I see all these fake posts being posted all up and down, and people just arguing back and forth. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Don't y'all know this ain't real? That this is fake? But we don't do research. Some people think Facebook is the Bible. And then the Bible ain't real either, so that should tell you something about folks in their mentality today. Fake ass book. But anyway, I am so happy that Ms. Johnson is home to be with her family. I was researching her. She's been fighting this for years. And I think President Donald Trump did a great thing to commute her sentence. Now, I wish he would go back and expunge her sentence. Because she really didn't deserve it. But we got 1,000 black folks, thousands and thousands of black people and Hispanic people and other minorities and some white folks in there too, serving prison sentences when they probably shouldn't be there. Some people were actually kind of criticizing Kim Kardashian because they say they felt that she, although she was instrumental in getting Ms. Johnson released, some people saw it as a possibly public, I don't know, just for lack of a better word, some type of publicity stunt. I don't see it that way. Plus, I don't like social media. Instead of people being happy that this woman was home with her family, they went straight to attacking Kim Kardashian because she went to go to the White House. Which brings up another concern for me. I don't know why we keep criticizing black folks who walk through that White House door to see Donald Trump. We cannot ignore this man for the next 8 years, 4 years, 8 years, or how much time he does in this office. It'd be foolish for us to sit back and ignore him because we don't like him and we don't know nobody else to go in there and communicate with him. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. We have to have a seat at that damn table next to that man and to tell him, like those basketball players and football players, I would have went. Here's your opportunity to speak directly to the President of the United States and tell him how you feel, why you feel you should be able to give a knee. There's your opportunity. I would have made sure I was on that bus, plane, train, automobile, and walked through that White House door. to speak directly to him. That's how I feel. I would not have missed that opportunity. But sadly, they saw it differently. Sometimes you just don't know what might happen. What if Kim Kardashian had felt like, well, there's no sense in me meeting with Donald Trump because, hey, we don't like his politics. Or we don't think he'll listen to what I have to say. Sometimes you have to sit down at the table, even if it means sit down at the table with your enemy and negotiating something that works out in your damn favor. Something wrong with us. The fact that we wouldn't want somebody, I'm not ever going to pass up an opportunity to sit at a table with anyone in a leadership position, no matter how much I might dislike their policies. You might be able to change their policies. Interesting, a lot of people contact me through my YouTube channel who watch my videos over the years, and I'm getting through to a lot of people. A lot of people say, Walter, I didn't like anything you had to say at first because I didn't understand you. But the longer I watched, the more I sat, the more I listened, the more I understand where you were coming from. And then they went back and looked at the stuff that they didn't like, and they say, now I see clearly now. But you didn't give up and just say, I'm not going to watch his videos. They continue to watch and listen. Eventually I got through to them. So eventually, the more people knock at that White House door and talk to President Donald Trump, you never know what you might be able to do, how you might be able to change his thought process. Don't miss that opportunity. These people saying they wouldn't work for him. Yes, go work for him, even if he is an asshole. We have all worked for plenty of assholes in this country. I have too. We all work for a lot of assholes. We work with plenty of crazy people. If somebody knocked on my door and said, Donald Trump wants you to come work for his White House, I'm going to pack my suitcase and get my ass on up to Washington, D.C. to sit at that table and stare at his ass and say, may I interject, sir? I'm going to interject any damn way. I'm going to say how I feel. I may not make it 24 hours of that job. But hey, at least I went there and tried. They boot my ass out that White House and said, well, shit, I went in there and tried. Shit. What you got to lose? I'm glad Kim went to that White House. He got this woman set free. Now she's setting up a council where she's going to hire attorneys to go after getting other people released. This is excellent. I don't know much about Kim Kardashian. I don't watch any of their shows. I just know she's a reality TV star who just so happens to be married to Kanye West. That's all I know about it. I couldn't tell you. I know she had a line of clothes. I don't know. I don't watch reality TV. That's how out of the loop I am. I know who she is. I've seen pictures of her new pictures and stuff. Other than that, I don't know much about her mother, brothers, and sisters, nothing. And I don't watch reality TV. Shit, my life is a reality TV show. Did from sun up to sundown. This is good enough for me. I don't need to watch nobody else's life. Watching my own is mind-boggling. It's more than enough. Anyway, welcome home, Ms. Johnson. And also, I want to tell you all something. I wanted to do this at the front of the beginning of the video. And actually, I'm going to make a short little video, and I'm going to upload in front of this video. If you have any, people accuse me of not posting positive information about the black community. If you have any news stories that you feel that you feel is positive and you want me to share, email me the link to walterhampton2@gmail.com. Email it to me, and hopefully as a video I can download the video and present it on my YouTube channel. If there's some positive news, graduations, wedding, whatever you feel is positive that you think people need to hear about that we don't know about, so we got people all over the United States watching these videos, email it to me at walterhampton2, that's WALTERHAMPTON, 2, @gmail.com. Put the link in the email so I can click on it and I can add it to my YouTube channel. I can share that with people. Because I think the news does sometimes only focus on negative stuff and a few positive stories that break through here locally. But there's stuff going on all over the United States, all over the world. And if you want to share it with me, and I'll share it on my YouTube channel. But anyway, so make sure that if you see something positive, email it to me. I'm also going to leave my email information at the link to this video. But if you have some positive stuff that you want to share, please take the time to share it with me. And I'm going to share it with my YouTube followers. So anyway, today it is Saturday, June 9th. The year is 2018. I'm out of here. Could you also go out and do something productive? And please send me those positive news stories. Let me look through them, see if I can post it. I will post them. I will upload videos all day. You can send it to me, the information, post links, whatever. I will add it to my YouTube channel so that people can see stuff that's happening in our communities. I would love to share it. Send it to me, walterhampton2@gmail.com.
This is a take one. We're going to do a full run through. All cameras should be sunk on this